Monarch Media here with Old Dominion head football coach Bob Wilder. Coach, first practice after the spring game in helmets out here. Just talk about today's practice.
Yeah, today was we have to do 3 practices in the spring that are just helmets. That's required. So you have to do the first 2, practice 1 and 2, and then you can pick one later on. And this is always a good time to do it coming out of a physical scrimmage like we had Saturday. And what the focus was today was 2-minute drill. It was covering that situation. We got about 45 or 50 plays, and it was just 2-hand touch. It wasn't physical, but for them to think about clock, down and distance, ball position on the field, what the score required, whether it was a touchdown situation or a field goal situation, because that changes the way both coordinators call it, and how we play those situations. And we got some really good work in it. You can tell now we've got guys that have played a lot of football, so they don't panic in those situations. They understand the situations. And I thought the execution was really good on both sides of the ball.
You have a very busy week this week, not only on the field but off the field. Your 2 big community service projects. Today's the Special Olympics Little Feet Meet. Talk about what to expect out of that.
Yeah, they're really excited. The guys are going to go grab something to eat now and then head to the stadium. They put their jerseys on, and we'll have probably 250 to 300 area kids that are Special Olympians. And this is something our guys really looked forward to. We've got some veteran players that they managed to find the same kids that they've been with in the past, that they've built a relationship with. Some of them will be assigned individually with certain kids. As you know, Eric, there's some kids that need a little more help, some kids that might be in a wheelchair, some kids may be on crutches that might need assistance getting to the different fun stations that are set up. But just an unbelievable event. It's something we've been a part of now going into our 4th year. It's really a lot of fun. Then on Thursday we have our annual bone marrow drive, which we're looking to add donors to the worldwide registry for people that need a life-saving bone marrow transplant. We actually had one of our players from last year, Joe Pulisic, who was a match, and it's really tough to be a match, so we're trying to add as many people as we can. That'll be from 10 to 2 over in the Web Center, and everybody's welcome. It's not just our campus community, it's anybody in the neighboring community, and it's just a cotton swab, Eric. There's no needles, anything involved, and then if your name ever is called for a match, you can do it if you want. You don't have to do it, so we're just asking people to join us and hopefully help save some lives.
Like you said, it is very rare for someone to be a match. What does it mean? You know, you've been doing this for a long time now, to have someone be a match.
It was pretty special, and Joe Pulisic was so excited that he had the opportunity, and he won't know for a year. They generally protect the identity of the person you're matched with for a year, just because they want to make sure that person recovers and is doing well, and then they put them together. And Joe's really anxious to find out what happens. He wants to meet the person, and like Joe said to the team when I had him talk to the team about it, it's an opportunity to save somebody's life, and you never want to say no to something that is so impactful as that.
Coach, thanks for your time.
You got it. Have a great day, 12 Monarchs.
Monarch Media here with Old Dominion senior David Washington. David, first of all, how are you feeling?
Feels great. My knee feels great, It was good getting back into everything. I feel good.
You are one of the last FCS recruits from 2012 still here. What's it like to be one of the last guys along with Zach Pascal and TJ Ricks and some of those guys?
It's funny. I was just talking to Coach Wickham about that earlier, that he was saying how he was an FCS recruit. I was like, yeah, so was I, while we were throwing in line throw and everything. But it's pretty cool. It's only like 5 of us left. So, I mean, it's pretty cool, and just to see how far we've come.
You've only been able to do a little bit this spring, but how's the spring been going? You're throwing and things like that, and recovering with the knee.
Yeah, I'm throwing pretty well. Definitely getting better with my footwork, but most of all, I'm getting smarter. Been in the film room a whole lot, so I mean, I feel like I'm getting a lot better.
Off the field, we talked to Coach Wilder about this today. Is the Special Olympics Little Feet Meet. You've been doing this for several years. Let's talk about what to expect over there today.
Just having a good time with the kids. I mean, I love kids. I feel like I'm a big kid, so it's just a lot of fun, just playing with them and doing the little games and running around with them. It's fun.
Thanks for the time, David.
Yes, sir.